We're here for more great NFL action as we're just about ready for the opening kickoff. Now we'll head over to Tom Hammond and Chris Collinsworth for the start of the game. Guys?
We couldn't have asked for a better day for football as we get ready for today's game. Welcome, everyone. Tom Hammond and Chris Collinsworth here with a call. Chris, what are your thoughts on this one?
Both of these teams really need to have a good mixture of run and pass to be successful. If either one of them gets too one-dimensional, it really plays into the hands of the opponent.
James alone in the backfield. They give it to the tailback. Hit hard at the 25. James gets 3 yards on the play.
Man, oh man, that's what those defensive guys live for right there. A shot like that, and then they always get up and have a little something to say to you as you're going back to the huddle.
Back to pass. On the run, he throws it. Tackled at the 36-yard line. That one worked pretty well.
It sure did, and I wish all our fans could see what's happening down the field on all our television broadcasts, because so much of the game now is won and lost in the secondary.
First down, looking to throw. It just slips out of his hands. Hope is the intended receiver, and he can't bring it in. Second down now with 10 to go. Arizona is going with the offset eye backfield.
Down. Let's Detroit. Go.
James gets another carry. Brought down behind the line. 1 yard loss for the halfback.
Loss of 1.
They line up at the 35. James is the lone setback. 3 receivers in the formation.
Go. Go.
He drops back. Passes to his right. They picked it off. And they get him at the 46-yard line. And just a great interception by the cornerback.
Might want to start thinking about trying to pick on that guy. We've seen all day he has simply been quicker to the spot than the wide receivers coming into his area.
Looking to throw. Gets the throw away. Just clanks right off his hand. Oh my, the quarterback is lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
Yeah, you try and fit some of those into some tight holes, and every once in a while, you're going to get one pick, but that was a pretty good play by the defense.
Looks to pass. He throws on the run. He's pushed out at the 39-yard line. 6-yard gain through the air on that play.
Good vision shown by the quarterback on that play to find the open man. You could see him looking around, then checking it down late for a nice pickup.
Clark motions to the left side. He drops back to pass. Throws while on the run. And it's incomplete. Hester was the intended receiver on the play, and it falls incomplete. It's 4th down. They'll line up to punt this one away. The punter's going to try to pin them deep in their own territory with a good punt here. Gets it away cleanly. It'll go out at the 17. The quarterback threw a pick on their last drive. Let's see if he's able to shake it off. Arizona motions right. Drops back. Looking for a receiver. Knocked down. The pass was deflected and swatted away by the defender.
I think the quarterback may have had to throw that ball a little sooner than he wanted to. The pressure was starting to get there.
Defense pushes him out of bounds at the 23. James Trent gets 6 yards after getting the toss. James alone in the backfield. Arizona uses motion. rockets it, makes the catch, and they get him at the 35. And a pretty smart play call right there.
It really is so much the key to football. You talk all the time about you have to establish the run. Well, there you see why. You establish the run, and then you come with the play-action pass. Just so hard to defend.
Again with the run. He's tackled at the 37. James gets about a yard on the play. They line up at the 37. James lines up as the single back. Brought down around the 41-yard line. 4-yard gain on the play, and so it'll be third down. James alone in the backfield. Drops back to pass. Goes through his read. Almost intercepted. And the pass was knocked away at the last minute.
Well, at the end of the game, you go back and you basically say what happened on third down, and you have a pretty good indication of how that game came out. Good play by the defense.
Punts it. This one's going to go out of bounds at the 38. Their last drive ended with a 3-and-out.
Right 20. Right 20.
They go with the toss. Gains his way to the 49-yard line. Pitched it outside, picked up enough to convert for the first.
That's a pretty play, isn't it? Anytime you get that pitch to the outside, the running back catches it in stride, he finds a nice hole, pick up the first down. Always like watching that play.
Again, he'll get the call. He's hammered in the backfield. The defense just ate up that play.
Well, those defenders get paid too, and every once in a while they win the battle. Clearly that time they were all over this offensive line.
Right 20.
Nice play fake. Scans the field. Gets the pass away. And he caught it. Tackled around the 26-yard line. A good-looking pass that time.
Speed is what this game's all about. Do you have somebody who can create this kind of offense with his speed? And maybe defensively, do you have anybody out there that has a chance against him?
They line up at the 26. Grossman back in the shotgun.
Right 20. Right 20.
He drops back to pass. Dumps it out right. Clark was the intended receiver, and he can't bring it in. The Bears come out with the offset eye.
Right 20. Kick 300. Kick 300.
Grossman set to go to the air. Hit him in the hands, but he can't hang on. And he just managed to get a piece of it. Nice play by the defender.
And as a receiver, you really have to do a better job of coming back to the football at that point. You have to help the quarterback.
He's looking to throw. Throws the bullet to the left, and they get him around the 17-yard line. They complete the pass on 3rd and long, but they'll end up short of the marker.
You can see the confidence level of this defense. They know they can make open field tackles, and that's probably one of the great lost arts in the game. The ability to make the tackle in the open field and stop them short of the first down. Good play defensively there.
Nice work putting that one right through the uprights. And here's your drive summary for that last series. The kick is away. From the 7. Runs over tacklers. He's hammered at the 37. Let's see if the offense can put something together on this drive. They'll start at the 37. The Cardinals come out in the ace formation. Brought down at the 38. Maybe a yard on the run by the halfback. Second down now with 10 to go. Ball on the 38. Leinart is under center. Two backs in the eye. Leinart looking to pass. All kinds of pressure. And he makes the diving catch. And a big gain on that diving reception. What a play.
Well, for the guys back in the studio, mark that one down. That'll be on the highlight show after our game.
Fires it out. He's dropped at the 42. The defense was looking run, and they threw it for a big gain.
Well, when you have a talented running back like this, you always have to account for him. That time, a nice play-action pass, open it up down the field.
Here's the give. He fights forward to about the 39. 3-yard gain for the running back.
Boy, he just took a shot on that one. As a running back, the last thing in the world you want is a short gain and a big hit.
They hand it off. Makes a cut, and he will be hit and dropped. 3 yards on the run. They'll line it up again on third down. And they'll line this one up with two tight ends. There's a play fake. Gets the ball away. And the pass is knocked away. And the pass will fall incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
And those are the kind of big third down plays you have to have on defense to get the ball back and give your team a chance on offense.
Johnson is set back ready to punt. He'll probably try to pooch this one into the corner. He punts it. The ball will go into the end zone for a touchback. The offense takes the field, hoping to come away with more than just a field goal on this drive.
Wait 20. Wait 20.
Short throw to the right. And they get him at the 25. Good read of the defense on that pass play.
Yeah, and throws like that really settle a quarterback down. It's all about getting into the flow of a game, and you can see he's getting comfortable now.
Wait 20. Wait 20.
Grossman gives it up the middle. Brought down around the 29-yard line. 4-yard gain on the play. That'll bring up third down. Short yardage situation here. They'll need a little less than a yard to convert.
Wait 20. Wait 20.
Under heavy pressure. Pass is complete. That was a big-time play by the receiver.
And talking to this receiver earlier this week, he told me he had a lot of plays in the playbook, and he thought he was going to have a big day.
Benson lines up as the single back.
Wait 20. Wait 20.
He drops back. Gets the throw off. What a brutal hit. Good pickup by the receiver.
And we've always talked about this receiver's big play ability. He may not be the fastest guy in the league, but you can tell he wants the ball in his hands in big situations.
Wait 20. Kick 300. Kick 300.
Grossman back to throw. Throws it out. Tackled at the 40. Nice little pickup on that pass pattern.
And I really shouldn't feel this way, but I get a little nervous every time this guy goes up to make a catch, because he's had a little bit of a history of dropping some balls. but today doing a nice job hanging on and a big play there.
Throws it short. Incomplete. Clark was unable to make the catch on that pass attempt. Third down once again. Let's see if they can convert this one. Grossman is under center. They'll come up in an I this time.
Right 20.
Play fake. Throws on the run. He catches another. And they get him at the 27-yard line. A good play fake that time.
It really was. I didn't see it. I thought it was a run play. He pulled it out of there and came up with a nice gain.
Right 20. Right 20.
He drops back to pass. Surveys the field. Hood knocks it down. And it's batted away at the last minute by the defender.
Just when it looked like the quarterback might sneak that one in there, a late pass defense and a good play.
Right 20. Right 20.
He's looking to throw. Defense is getting pressure. Hood knocks it away. Hooker was the intended receiver on the play, and it falls incomplete.
Third down.
Facing another third down situation, they've converted 2 so far on this drive.
Right 20. Right 20. Kick 300. Kick 300.
Grossman will look to throw. He throws right. Brought down right around the 22-yard line. And that one was completed for a solid gain.
Solid gain, yes, but no first down on that play. So now it's going to bring up a decision on the part of the offense. Defensively, I think they executed that one exactly the way they wanted to.
The kick is up. It's got the distance. And it splits the uprights. That was a great kick from that distance.
It really was, wasn't it? There are no field goal kicker jokes going on the sideline right now. Just a lot of love.
Not a bad kick. Arrington has it at the 5. Dropped at the 33-yard line. They had to punt it away on their previous drive. They line up with one running back in the backfield, 3 wide. He's brought down at the 35. A couple of yards there.
Well, that was the perfect time for them to call a blitz. They got in there, filled up all the gaps, brought down the running back for a short gain.
Give to the tailback. He gets out to about the 38-yard line. They get 3 yards on the play, and that makes it third down. The backfield is in the offset I formation. He needs to make a decision. It's completed. He's tackled at the 34-yard line. And the wideout gets a chance to show what he can do.
With show being the operative word there, it has been a show watching this guy from the beginning of his career.
Gives it off. He's dropped at the 32-yard line. Maybe got a couple of yards, but that's about it.
And they really ran right into the blitz. That's a time that a veteran quarterback should have changed the play at the line of scrimmage. You could see the blitz coming. He didn't audible and only came away with a short gain.
The counter. He doesn't get back to the line. The offensive line didn't get much of a push on that play, and the runner was stuffed.
Well, that's what happens when defensively you get every gap covered. There is simply nowhere to go with the football. No chance for the running back that time.
He drops back to pass. Throws it out. Batted away.
Let's go now, let's go.
Hope is the intended receiver, and he can't bring it in.
Congratulations to the
Fourth down. The Cardinals are lining up to punt it away.
Seat 11. You have just won a year's supply of movie rentals.
He gets it away. Goes into the end zone for a touchback. The offense was only able to muster a field goal on their last drive. We'll see what they do with this possession. They line up in the jumbo set. He lost yardage on the play. Solid hit with the safety. He'll drop him for a loss.
Well, you know you've got an aggressive safety when he's making tackles for a loss behind the line of scrimmage. Typically, these guys are trying to not give up a big play in the passing game. Now when you see somebody in the backfield, that's impressive.
Kick 300.
They hand it off. Tackled at the 24-yard line. 6-yard gain, and so it'll be third down. Offset I formation in the backfield.
We go. Right 20. Right 20.
Here's the give. And it looks short from up here. He'll need to mix it up a little better to avoid these 3 and outs.
I don't know. I thought they looked pretty mixed up on that series. I didn't see anything go right.
He punts it. Cuts back, and he's dropped. They were forced to punt on their last drive. First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 38-yard line. The backfield is in the offset I formation. And they get to him. That was a really nasty shot he just took.
Ouch, I know that one hurt. And the worst part is that the guys in the offensive huddle are now just looking at their quarterback, seeing if he can call another play, and all the guys on the defense are watching that one on the big screen again.
Short throw to the left. Brought down around the 38-yard line. Just a short, efficient throw that time.
Yeah, a true sign of patience on the offensive side. You let the play develop. You find the open receiver. Maybe he takes a look down the field. It's not there. Just go ahead and take that safe throw.
Liner back to throw. He rolls out to the right. The quarterback put that one too far out in front of his receiver, and he couldn't stay inbound.
He tried to make a safe throw there, but the receiver was open. It didn't have to be quite that cautious and just let him out of bounds.
Gets it away cleanly. Hester fields it at the 26. The defender gets him to the ground. He really didn't have any room to work on that punt return.
No question about it. He needs a little more help out of his blockers than he got right there. This is a dangerous guy, and if he can get in some open space, he can create some problems for you, but just no space to be found there.
Arizona lines up with 5 defensive backs.
Right 20.
Hands it to the back. He's going to be tackled for a loss. Looked for a seam, but he wasn't able to find anything.
And let's give credit to the defense. They had a great push there. They got in the backfield, took control of their own gaps.
Right 20.
Man in motion. On play action, he throws it, and it's completed. He's brought down at the 40. Great time for that type of pass. It worked to perfection.
And that was a nice job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback enough time to survey the field and find the open guy.
Right 20. Right 20.
The halfback with the carry. He's tackled at the 45. He carries the ball for 3, maybe 4 yards. 2nd and 6. Ball on the 45. The Bears come out with 3 wide receivers. Quarterback in the shotgun.
Right 20.
He'll get the call again. He's dropped for a loss. He was caught with nowhere to go.
This is a pretty good running back, and if you can hem him up like that, pretty impressive.
Right 20. Right 20.
Nice play fake. Looks for a man open. Oh, and he dropped it. The defender was able to get a hand on it.
And really, that came as a result of pretty physical play at the line of scrimmage. They're banging these guys around and not letting them get into their routes.
He punts it. This one's going to go out of bounds at the 34-yard line. The offense takes the field, hoping to put something together after their last drive ended in a 3-and-out. Play fake. The pass rush gets there, and he's down. Perfect time to bring extra rushers on the blitz that time.
You know, we talk about timing on offense all the time, but when you play against this defensive coordinator, he is going to consistently throw your offense off balance because of all the blitzes he's going to throw at him. You have to anticipate blitz on every snap when you play against this guy.
Batted away. Fitzgerald was the intended receiver on the play, and it falls incomplete. 3rd down and long coming up here. Ball on the 26. Empty backfield and 5 wideouts here. Drops back. On the run, he throws it. And he's decleated at the 49-yard line. He put something extra on that throw, and it'll keep the chains moving.
And that's really what it takes sometimes because defenders are so quick out there. If you don't put a little extra pop on it, they can get there.
1st and 10. Ball on the 49-yard line. Single back formation. James off the left side. He'll be brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Big-time play by the defensive end.
Yeah, and we know defensive ends are probably some of the most athletic guys in the league, and typically you think about them getting after the quarterback, but that time he used his athleticism to make a big stop in the run.
Tackled at the 48-yard line. And the halfback has nowhere to go. That brings up another 3rd down attempt. James is the single setback. Looking to throw with the pass. And they get him at about the 39-yard line. He gunned that one in there for the 1st down, didn't he?
He really did, and when you watch a guy throw a ball that hard, they don't move their arm any faster. You see him driving off that back leg. That was a pretty pass.
Leinart hands off to the left. Brought down at the 38. A yard, maybe 2 on the carry. It's 2nd down and 8 to go, and this is the 8th play of the drive.
Detroit!
Back to pass. He needs to get rid of it. And the pass is incomplete.
The pass results.
James was the intended receiver, but the pass fell incomplete.
3rd down.
The offense has looked very good on 3rd down so far on this drive. Let's see what happens here.
Go! Gun!
Sets up the play action. And it's caught wide open. He's brought down around the 23-yard line. They pick up several yards there on the pass.
And that fake really was the difference. Not only did the quarterback sell it, the running back sold it, the offensive line did, and the receiver was open for a nice play.
James, the ball carrier. Stiff arms, and the defender still makes the tackle. A gain of around 7 for the back. They'll need about 3 yards here on second down. James is the deep back as they line up in the I. He needs to get the pass off. And he goes down. They really seem to be having a tough time stopping him so far.
Well, that's sack number 2 for him. There's no question now. You've got to change your game plan. You're not getting it done with one-on-one blocking. Have to give some help. Have to get the quarterback feeling a little more confident back there.
Tackled at the 10. Oh boy, that's a nice play on third down.
Clutch play by the receiver that time on third down. As a receiver, you really have to just flat out want the ball in that situation. You can tell that this guy really does.
They'll keep it on the ground again. He's tackled around the 8-yard line. Just about 3 yards there.
Nice call there by the defensive coordinator, coming with the outside linebacker blitz, which really put some pressure on this group up front.
He's looking to throw. He's under pressure. He's dropped. Had a tough time picking up the linebacker on the blitz.
We're starting to see a lot of these kind of guys come in the league, those who specialize in rushing the passer. So you'll see the defensive coordinator move them around a lot up front so that you can't be specific on who's going to try and block these great pass rushers.
Brought down at the 3. That's now his 3rd reception of the drive. Pretty clear who the favorite target is on this possession.
You know, this receiver is just one of those guys that you want to keep busy. Some guys only want to try and catch the deep balls or the big plays. Other guys want to catch a lot of balls. This is one of those guys. He gets into a rhythm, and he can beat you.
And it splits the uprights. And now we'll take a quick look at the drive summary. He gets his leg into this one. He'll take it from the 2. He's tackled at the 23. So as the offense heads back onto the field, we'll take this time to remind you that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. If it's in the game, it's in the game.
Line 20. Line 20.
Drops back. Passes it out. He leaps. It's caught. That was a pretty nice play.
And the wide receiver saved the quarterback there. Anytime you get a ball up in there, you are in danger of a tip ball, an interception, but good strong hands that time by the wideout.
Grossman gives it up the middle. And they get him at the 38. Not much there, maybe a yard. That brings up second down. One-man backfield.
Here we go. Line 20. Line 20. Kick 300.
It's the tailback. He's dropped at the 42, and he picks up about 4. That'll bring up third down. So it's third down now. The offense will need about 4 yards to pick up the first.
Line 20. Line 20.
He drops back. Looking for a receiver. Brought down at the 46-yard line. Despite the great effort, it will still bring up 4th. It's 4th down. Looks like they'll kick it away here. Maynard is the punter. Gets the punt away. The ball will go into the end zone for a touchback. The last time they took the field, they were able to come away with 3 points. Arizona is going with the offset I backfield.
Down. 3-2. 3-2.
Go. They go with the run. Hit and drop behind the line. And they were not able to get much there.
And so many times you hear offensive coordinators criticized because they don't try to run the football enough. Well, when you get stuffed in the backfield like that, you understand why they would rather call the pass play.
He goes up high for the catch. Great leaping grab that time that led to a huge gain.
That's one of those that the quarterback has to be snickering a little bit as he's running down the field and say, yeah, no problem. That one was just perfectly thrown. That time it was all the wide receiver.
Sets up the play action. Dumps it out right. He's tackled at about the 39-yard line. Pretty good gain right there.
You have so many people on this offense that you have to account for. The tight ends, the wide receivers, the running backs, even the quarterbacks. And now they're throwing to the fullback. That's almost not fair.
Another run. And he will lose yardage on the play. He lost some valuable yardage on that run.
And typically you can tell if a counter is going to work or not based on whether those offensive linemen are able to turn the corner and start going up the field. If the penetration hits those guys in the backfield, very seldom will the counter work.
James picks up about 4 yards on the play. They line up at the 43. They line up in a one-back set. On play action, throws it short. Catch is made. He fumbled it.
Yes, sir.
And that was a little bit of luck on that bounce.
And they talk about you have to have a few things bounce your way if you're going to win football games. If that thing bounces any other direction other than out of bounds, this offense is in big trouble.
He fakes it under heavy pressure. They get to him, and that blitz worked to perfection.
As a quarterback, you understand where your protection is and what you can protect. If you can't protect a certain side, you have to throw it hot. That time the quarterback missed the hot read and paid the price.
Back to pass. Surveys the field. They get to the QB. How do you give up 6 sacks in one game?
Well, I guess that's something you're going to have to ask the offensive lineman about after the game if you can find any of them. This is the kind of game where typically those guys take quick showers and they're gone.
Play action. He's there for the catch. A solid gain on that pass play, but it'll still be short of the first down.
And there's really nothing a defense likes better than those third and long situations where they can play passively. They don't have to worry about giving up the big play. Just come up and make the tackle. Good hit that time. Good solid tackle.
Here's the kick. He got some distance on it. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. Let's see if the offense can put something together on this drive. 1st and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line. Out of the I formation.
White 20. White 20.
Benson on the right side. He gets out to about the 22-yard line. A 2-yard run by the halfback. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Ball on the 22-yard line.
White 20. White 20.
Benson takes the handoff. They tackle him for a loss. It looked as if the offensive line just collapsed on that play.
And it looked like this defensive line just beat them off the snap. Sometimes those guys can time out the quarterback's cadence. And if the quarterback doesn't start changing that snap count, his offensive line's going to really struggle.
Throws a bullet with the catch. Nice little pitch and catch with the wideout.
Patience for a wide receiver is just so key. He's able to manipulate that defense, set them up one play, come back with the exact same look, and break off of it the next. Beautifully run.
White 20. Kick 300. Kick 300.
Pause. Dropped behind the line. Tried the run, but there was nothing available.
And if you can make a running back hesitate just a little, that time you could see there really was no hole, and the running back was just fishing for a place to go.
White 20. White 20.
He drops back to pass. Rifles it to the left. Throws into coverage, and it's intercepted. He's dropped around the 26-yard line. He forced that one and paid for it with the interception.
You know, it's great to have a big arm, but sometimes you can trust it too much. Try to squeeze it into too tight of a hole. That time he got hurt big time with an interception.
Nice play fake. Short throw to the right. And they get him around the 15-yard line. The defense just didn't match up well on that play.
Yeah, tough to match up one-on-one in man coverage against that wide receiver. He's pretty good.
2 minutes left in the half.
We done played a lot of plays. All on us, y'all. We team. Big strike differ. Go.
Setting up play action. Defender gets his hand on it. What an effort out there. He just got his hands in there and broke it up.
I love watching the closing speed of this defense. When they see the ball, they go get it.
They line up in the shotgun, 3 wide.
Go. We team.
Defense closing in. Sacked. This has just been an unbelievable day for the defense. They've now recorded their 7th sack of the game.
The defensive coordinator had a great plan coming into this one. He knew his defensive front was better than this offensive line. He is attacked consistently throughout this game, and it has just been too much for this offense.
Gets in for the touchdown. Nice play call on that one to get the ball in the receiver's hand.
Well, this quarterback isn't always perfect, but when he gets hot, he can make throws like that into small spots that are so impressive.
They're lining it up for the point after. Up and good. And we'll take a quick look at the drive summary. Kicks it off. He'll take it from the 2. They get him at the 26-yard line. It'll be interesting to see how this quarterback reacts after throwing an interception on his last drive. Grossman is under center. Single back formation this time. Back to pass. He throws on the run. Tackled at the 34-yard line. And simply a great throw there.
Yeah, that really was a nice touch that time. Perfect sort of combination of velocity and touch. A very catchable ball thrown by this quarterback so that you don't have to overly focus on what you're doing and you can get your eyes back down the field, try and get a good run after the catch.
They went with a sideline pass, but he couldn't stay in bounds.
And that would have been a spectacular catch if he'd been able to come up with that one, just thrown a little bit too far outside.
Play action. Scrambles. Passes the ball. Right through his hand. Clark wasn't able to bring it in. Incomplete pass on the play. It's 4th down. They'll line up to punt this one away. Maynard is waiting for the snap.
No refunds will be issued. Please note that at that point, you will be responsible for finding alternative parking.
Punts it. He's tackled at about the 29-yard line. And they take the field with one thing on their mind, another scoring drive. Empty backfield and 5 wideouts here. Drops back on 1st down. Goes through his read. Comes down with it. He's brought down at the 39-yard line. So they pick up quite a few yards on that play.
Yeah, really a nice route that time. One of the keys to playing wide receiver is the ability to not only get into cuts, but to get out of the cuts. That time, very explosive coming out of that cut, and it made the difference.
He makes a great open field tackle. Fitzgerald gains around 7 yards with the catch, and that's good for a first down.
It may be time now for this defense to start thinking about attacking a little more and bringing some pressure on the receiver. You can't keep giving up those short, quick throws.
Everything seemed to work perfectly on that one.
And that's a pattern that this team likes to run. You know they've been studying that all week on film, and yet they still can't stop it.
James takes it up the middle, and they get him at the 29-yard line. He carries the ball for 3, maybe 4 yards.
The offense calls a timeout.
The kick is up. He's got it, and he put that one through nicely.
It's a pretty rare kicker that can kick a ball that far with that kind of accuracy. That was just a cannon shot.
The kick. Dropped at the 20. They'll take over at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10. They come out in a goal line set.
Line 20. Line 20.
Play action. Gets it off. Can't connect on that one. And as we head to halftime, the score is 13-6. The kick is away. He's hammered at the 27-yard line. So before the offense hits the field, let's take the time to let you know that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. Grossman lines up under center. Single set backfield this time. Grossman gives it up the middle. He didn't get back to the line. The defensive line sniffed that play out beautifully.
Yeah, and defensive linemen aren't the big fat guys that they used to be. These guys are athletes. They can move, and if you don't fool them on the delay, they're going to be standing right there in the face of the running back.
Line 20.
Little handoff. And they finally get him to the ground at the 37. And that guy just showed his breakaway speed there.
Pretty impressive stuff. As a back, you have to just keep slamming it in there, believing that hole's going to be there eventually. That time it was, and he took advantage.
1st and 10. Ball on the 37-yard line. Grossman, 4 receivers lined up here.
Here we go. Line 20. Aspen.
He drops back. Throws while on the run. He's dropped at about the 29-yard line. 7 yards there.
Nice play there. It's only 7 yards, but that's the kind of underneath throw that eventually opens up some throws down the field.
Here we go. Line 20. Line 20.
Benson on the give. He's going to be tackled for a loss. Nice stop on that play.
Yeah, great defense at the point of attack, but also very impressive the pursuit to the ball. They were all coming there.
Line 20. Line 20. Kick 300. Kick.
Sets up the play action. There for the reception. Nice job by the quarterback to hit the tight end for a decent gain.
You know, tight ends may not come up with those real explosive plays down the field all the time, but they sure are a nice target for the quarterback.
Fakes to the back. Right through his hands. He almost had the pick. And the defender breaks up the play.
Just great position that time on the defensive side. The receiver really never had a chance on that one.
You have won a gift certificate
Benson, the lone back.
$1,000 at the stadium souvenir shop.
Right 20. Right 20.
He's under pressure. And it's tipped away. An excellent job by the defense of disrupting that last play.
And that was really on the wide receiver. Not much of a route, very little separation, and gave the defense a chance to make that play.
Right 20. Right 20.
Back to throw. Looks for a man open. There for the catch. Tackled at about the 5-yard line. Nice pass, but not enough for the first. That'll bring up 4th down.
Pretty nice play that time. They picked up some good yardage, but they lost the battle on 1st and 2nd down and left themselves in 3rd and long. Just too much to overcome.
The snap, set down, the kick is up.
Is good.
Here's a quick look at the drive summary. The kick. From his own goal line. He's hammered at the 32-yard line. Once again, we'll take this opportunity to remind you that this game is brought to you by the fine folks at EA Sports. Drops back on 1st down. And he catches it. He's tackled around the 37-yard line. He delivered a nice throw on that drop back, completing it for a pretty good gain.
You know, there aren't many guys who work any harder than this guy, both in the offseason and during the week of practice. He isn't the most physically gifted quarterback I've ever seen, but you can tell the time he puts in the film room, in the weight room, and he understands the game of football.
And they get him at the 39-yard line. A pickup of about 3, and that makes it 3rd down. The offense needs about 3 yards to get the first here on 3rd down. The halfback with the carry. Brought down at the 42. Got a couple, but will still be short of the marker.
Yeah, and for a minute it looked like he might slip out of there, but the defense got there. The pursuit was all over it, and they made a nice stop.
Gets the punt away. It'll go out at the 35. And they take the field again, looking to capitalize on their previous drive, which resulted in a field goal.
Right 20. Right 20.
He looks to throw on 1st down. Throws on the run. Pass completed. What an open field tackle. Good yardage that time on the pass.
And that was a little hum baby coming out of there from the quarterback. We've all heard about how strong his arm is, and we saw it there.
Right 20. Right 20.
Benson gets it on the counter. He's hammered in the backfield. Tried to find something, but there wasn't anything there for him.
Yeah, not anything at all. And as a running back, you're probably going back to the huddle going, guys, a little help, please?
Right 20. Right 20.
On the ground with a tailback. He's dropped at the 45. He barely got it past the line of scrimmage that time, and so it'll be 3rd down. They'll bring in the dime, looking for the pass.
Here we go. Right 20. Right 20.
Drops back. Gets the pass away. And they get him at the 41-yard line. Great pickup for the first on that one.
And really what makes NFL football so special is the ability of these quarterbacks to throw it and these great receivers to catch it. That's just fun to watch.
Right 20.
They'll give it off here. Tackled around the 39-yard line. They get 2 yards.
The defense did a nice job there jamming the running back, bringing the outside linebacker on a blitz. Sometimes those outside backers a little more athletic and can really help stop the run.
He's tackled at the 35. Benson gains about 4 yards on the play. The offense facing another third down here as they line up. Grossman lines up in the gun. He has 3 receivers in the formation.
Right 20. Right 20.
Looks to pass. He throws it. Okafor picks it off. Great catch by the linebacker. Not a smart throw from the quarterback.
You know, it's hard to believe that you can lose a guy that big, but sometimes those linebackers dropping underneath in coverage, quarterbacks just don't see him, and he threw it right to him.
James gets it on the inside. And they get him at the 45. 4-yard gain by the back. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Ball on the 45. They line up in an I.
Down. Read
He's looking to throw. On the run, he throws it. Brought down at the 45. And a big catch by the tight end.
And I can tell you this, there's nothing that defensive backs hate more than to have one of those big tight ends in the open field running right towards them.
They'll give it off here. He's dropped for a loss. What can they do to slow his pursuit down?
This guy's really one of the strengths on this defense. Not only is he able to turn the corner and get some pressure on the quarterback, but he's rock solid against the run.
Tackled at the 39-yard line. They get a good 7 yards on that play. That'll bring up 3rd down. They line up in a one-back set. Drops back. He throws right. Brings it in. And he's knocked out at the 33. Great job to haul in that first down pass.
This team is just so good at executing those short, quick passes and picking up first downs and keeping drives alive.
He gets another carry. He lost yardage on the play. He couldn't get anywhere on that one.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to admit defeat on a play as a running back and just try and get that thing back to the line of scrimmage.
James lines up as the deep back, I formation. James gets the ball. And they get him right around the 30-yard line. James gets 3 yards on the carry. Nickelback is in on this play. The Cardinals put a man in motion to the left. Gets the pass out. And the defender intercepts it. And the defense gets their second of the game.
And Tom, he had that one all the way. You could see it. He was reading the quarterback's eyes and jumped it. Nice play.
Grossman on first down. Gets the pass off. Batted away. Hester was the intended target on that incomplete pass attempt.
On the play. 2nd down.
From their own 14-yard line. Offset I formation in the backfield.
Here we go.
Tackled at the 18-yard line. Benson gets 3 yards on the play. 3rd down and 7. 5 DBs on the field.
Here we go. Right 20. Right 20.
He drops back to pass, looking for an open man. Brought down about the 27-yard line. What happened there, Chris?
Well, they got caught in man-to-man coverage on that play, and I couldn't tell if the defender slipped a little bit or not. Maybe he just got beat on the play.
Here we go. Right 20. Right 20. Kick 300.
Again with the run. He's brought down at the 30 and a pickup of about 2. That brings up second down. 2nd and 8. Ball on the 30-yard line. They'll come out in the I.
Right 20. Right 20.
They'll go with the run once again. He's dropped at the 35. Benson picks up 5 yards with the carry. So another third down upcoming for the offense. The Bears come out in the ace formation.
Right 20.
Here's the give. It appears to be short, and they get no push from the offensive line.
Oh, yeah, they did. They were all moonwalking on that play. They were pushing. They were just pushing and going backwards.
Maynard awaits the snap. Punts it. Brought down at the 26-yard line. They really did a good job keeping him contained on that one.
Boy, he hardly had any room to do anything there. They've got to come up with a better scheme or some better blockers or something. This guy's a good punt returner. He's just not getting any help at all from his teammates.
Gone.
Nice play fake. Passes it. Is there for the catch. He's brought down at about the 33-yard line. They'll gain 8 on the play. From their own 34-yard line. The defense lines up with 5 defensive backs. They'll give it off here. He's dropped at about the 35-yard line. 2-yard pickup, and that makes it third down. The Cardinals line up with 2 tight ends. He throws left. Completed. Goes out of bounds at about the 37-yard line. Not much on the pass play, but they got the first down.
And really, as an offense, what you want to try to do is stay on the field as long as possible. As long as your defense is on the bench, that other team's offense is on the bench as well.
So the defense just picked off their third pass today.
You know, one of the really misleading stats in football is completion yards. If you're throwing it up and down the field but turning it over, it just doesn't matter. You have to maintain possession of the ball.
They line up at the 42. The Bears line up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers are split out.
Right 20. Right 20.
Grossman looking to throw on first down. Intercepted. And this one might be on the defender. Here's the call.
Pass interference. Defense.
So he pays for his aggressiveness.
What a lot of people don't know is that there is one official assigned to watch every single receiver on the field. So there's no question that something like that is going to be seen and called.
Kick 300.
He throws on the run. Not much room to throw into, and it's intercepted. Why did he even make that pass?
You know, Tom, I think he got baited into that throw. He thought the defensive back was going elsewhere. He did a little fake, came back in, made the pick, just a real heads-up play.
First and 10. Ball on the 20. One-man backfield. Gives it off. Tackled around the 23-yard line. Gain of 2, and that will bring up second down. 2nd and 8. The Cardinals come out in a single back formation. And they get him right around the 22-yard line. Maybe a yard on the run by the halfback. Here's a 3rd and 8 situation. The Bears line up with a nickelback. Leinart sends a man in motion. Leinart back to throw. He needs to make a decision. Brings this one in. And for as good of a catch as that was, this offense now has to deal with a 4th down. Hester awaiting the return. Punts it. And they make the fair catch. The quarterback leads his offense back onto the field after turning it over on their last drive. Ace backfield this time.
Here we go. Like 20.
Little handoff. Brought down around the 41-yard line. That's a gain of 5. That'll bring up second down. They line up at the 41. Offset I formation in the backfield.
Like 20. Like 20.
And it looked like they jumped early.
False start, offense.
He needs to pay a little better attention to what he's doing out there.
I think those are just embarrassing. You go back to the huddle and you hang your head and you give it, sorry. Sometimes those linemen look like little kids when they come back after penalties.
Like 20. Like 20.
Drops back to pass. It's intercepted. At the 30, to the 20, to the 10. And what a run after the huge catch. The defense finally brought him down at the 4-yard line. Arizona comes out with 2 tight ends. James on the inside handoff. Touchdown! So they get it in on the ground.
And that sure helps your passing game down the road on the goal line. If you can run a couple in, they can't just sit back in coverage now the next time you get down in the red zone.
The snap, set down, the kick is up. It's good. The kick. Drilled at the 31. On his last drive, the quarterback completed a pass, but to the other team. Throwing another one could be disastrous to this offense. Grossman with 3 wide receivers.
Kick 300. Like 20. Kick 300.
Give to the tailback. He is hit hard on the play. That defensive lineman just seems to have a knack for finding the ball carrier.
You know, listen, I would never want to block a defensive lineman. So, I've seen these guys. I know these guys. They're big and they're nasty. But at least from an offensive standpoint, you have to try to get in their way.
Second down now with 10 to go. Chicago goes with the ace set here.
Like 20. Like 20.
They'll go with the run once again. He's brought down around the 38-yard line. Does running the ball here make any sense?
Only if the running back has a big incentive clause in his contract. I'm sure he's happy about it, but mom and dad at home, those fans probably aren't.
Drops back. Gets rid of the ball. He's tackled at about the 41. The wideout has put on quite a display out there en route to a 100-yard performance.
And there really just isn't anything this receiver can't do. Just keep feeding him the football. I don't care what the coverage is. This is a guy that wants the ball in tough situations.
And they use motion. First down, looking to throw. Makes the reception. Tackled at about the 7-yard line. The tight end came up with a nice catch that time.
Pretty athletic play for a big guy. I tell you, as a quarterback, you see somebody make a play like that, you want to come back again and again.
Play action. Rifles it left. Makes the catch. Touchdown. And that one worked just like they drew it up.
You have to be careful with this offense not to pay too much attention to those great receivers on the outside. Sometimes those tight ends can really be a problem. Boy, did that pay off big.
Here we go.
Grossman has completed every pass on this drive. And they won't get the 2.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
And the defense gives up some free yards to the offense.
I always thought a defensive penalty was so much more deflating than an offensive penalty because on offense you have a chance to make up for it. On defense, a lot of times it's big yardage and automatic first downs.
Grossman is looking to stay perfect on this drive. Into traffic, and it's picked off. The kick. He'll return it from the 1. At the 30. Brought down at the 37. That return will set the offense up nicely.
It's just so easy to overlook the importance of good special teams. I can't tell you the difference between having to start drives around your own 20-yard line or inside that versus being out in the middle of the field. The confidence it gives your offense, the confidence it gives your play callers makes all the difference in the world.
6-yard pickup. That brings up second down. 2nd and 4. The Cardinals line up with 3 receivers, the quarterback in the shotgun. Drops back to pass. Surveys the field. And it's caught. They tackle him for a loss. Loss of a couple on the completed pass.
I don't think they fooled anybody on the defense with that one. They were just sitting out there waiting for it, and that's a loss.
Nice play fake. Throws it. And he's out of bounds, incomplete. He couldn't get 2 feet in on that one.
Well, that's something receivers work on all the time, dragging that back toe, just unable to do it that time.
Chicago looks like they're sending everything but the kitchen sink at this punter. Gets it away cleanly. This one's going to go out of bounds at the 37-yard line. Carried along by their dominant vertical game, they were able to put one in the end zone on their last drive.
Kick 300. Kick 300.
Back to throw. Passes. Makes the grab. He's brought down at the 49-yard line. And this receiver just loves it when the defense is in man coverage.
Yeah, there's no better feeling than when you're coming off the ball and you know it's just you and the guy across from you. That's just good old-fashioned football, but you also know typically when you get man coverage, your quarterback is under pressure.
On play action, with the throw. Makes the catch. He's tackled right around the 26-yard line. Talk about a throw.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about one like that being intercepted. Nobody on the defensive side could have caught that bullet.
The Bears come out in a single back formation.
20.
Gives it off. And they get him around the 27-yard line. That run picked up a yard, maybe less, and that will bring up second down. They line up in a one-back set. Sets up the play action. Looking for a receiver. And he catches another. And he's hammered at the 26-yard line. The defense was in great position to stop that play short, bringing up a third down situation.
And when I saw the quarterback drop back that time, I really thought they had something going, but they closed quickly and made a nice play defensively to bring up this third down.
Grossman has completed every pass on this drive. Tackled at the 16. He's put up some nice yardage here.
He sure has, but throwing for 300 yards probably isn't quite the same feat it used to be. You know, there's so many rule changes now. The offensive linemen can do a little more holding, use their hands more. Of course, you can't hit the receivers, but it's still a nice landmark.
And he will lose yardage on the play. That started off poorly and only got worse.
And you could see the running back there just saying, where are my guys? Where's my blocking? What's going on out here? Just need a little help from your friends.
Kick 300. Kick 300.
Grossman hasn't missed yet. And he caught it. He'll be brought down behind the line of scrimmage. They lose a yard there.
Boy, that's just great anticipation by the defense there. They saw that play coming and were all over it.
Grossman is looking to stay perfect on this drive. Still good on the drive. Excellent open field tackle. Still not quite enough, however. They'll still be facing fourth down. The kick is up. And it's good. And here's your drive summary for that last series. Here's the kick. He'll return it from the 3. He's hammered at the 28-yard line. So as the offense heads back onto the field, we'll take this time to remind you that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. If it's in the game, it's in the game. James gets the ball. He's tackled at about the 39-yard line. That was an excellent run there to pick up the first.
Yes, sir. He really found a nice hole, was able to exploit it for a good gain. They're going to have to do a better job getting in those running lanes if they're going to stop him consistently.
He looks to throw on first down. Guns it out. It's tipped. What a play by the defenders.
And the quarterback really caught a break on that one, that wasn't intercepted.
And they'll line this one up with 2 tight ends. Play action. Throws left. No connection this time. Fitzgerald was the intended receiver on the play, and it falls incomplete. Arizona lines up in the offset eye this time. He gets out to about the 42-yard line. That play was stuffed from the get-go.
And it's not very often that I get really excited about defensive line play, but that time the guys up front on defense were just overpowering.
Punts it. He fields the punt at the 20. And they get him about the 25-yard line. The offense takes the field hoping to come away with more than just a field goal on this drive. The Cardinals line up with a nickelback.
White 20. White 20. Kick 300. Kick 300.
Fakes the run. Pass is complete. He didn't get back to the line. Loss of a yard on the play.
That play was really all about defensive pursuit. They saw the ball thrown. They got there quickly for a loss on the play.
White 20.
On the delay. He's dropped at the 27-yard line. Gain of 2.
And that's why you send all those guys to plug up the holes, and that time there were no holes, really, and he was lucky to get anything on the play.
White 20.
Back to pass. Looks down the field. Tipped away. And it'll be 4th down following the pass deflection.
Just terrific play by the defense. They followed the quarterback's eyes, made a quick jump on the ball, and were all over that one.
Gets it away cleanly. And he's drilled at the 42. They couldn't do anything against this defense on their last drive, and they were forced to punt. James is the single setback. Up the middle. Tackled around the 48-yard line. James comes away with around 5 yards on the delayed handoff. 2nd and 5. Arizona comes out with 2 tight ends.
Go.
Fakes to the back. It's completed. He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A nice completion to the tight end.
I always thought tight ends were sort of like pacifiers for babies. You know, just about the time that you need a little security blanket, you know where to go.
From the 32-yard line. Liner comes to the line with 3 wide.
Go.
Hands it to the back. Brought down at the 26-yard line. James gains around 6 yards on the run. So 2nd down now. The offense needs about 4 for the first. Give to the tailback. He's brought down around the 23-yard line. He picks up 4 yards on the carry. 3rd down, half yard, maybe a little less. The Cardinals go with the I formation. James again. And they didn't get it. The offense had a tough time picking up all their blocks on that play.
You know, you can draw up any sort of protection scheme and blocking scheme that you want, but ultimately this game comes down to one big man against another big man, and that time the defense's big men, they won the battle.
Kick is up, and he got all of this one. What an excellent kick.
I don't know about you, but I was getting ready to question the coach's decision on that one, giving him an opportunity from that distance, but boy, did he ever make that coach look smart there.
Kicks it off. Taken from the 3-yard line. At the 30. And he gets brought down hard. They could do nothing against this defense on their previous drive. The Bears come out in a single back formation.
White 20. White 20.
Nice play fake. Throws while on the run. He's dropped at the 48-yard line. And a nice pass to the tight end.
So much of the game today revolves around those substitution packages, trying to bring extra defensive backs on the field to try and help against the pass. But when you have a big receiving tight end, that really makes that plan awfully tough to execute.
Grossman looking to throw on first down. And it's completed. Nice pass for the quarterback on that one with the defense bearing down on him.
He'll take plays like that all day long.
Only one man back.
White 20. White 20.
Hands it to the back. Hit and drop behind the line. Didn't get anything, and so it'll be third down. From the gun.
White 20. White 20. Aspen.
Looking to throw. Scans the field. Catch is made. Brought down at the 13. Good catch.
And the speed was really the difference there. As defenders try to make plays against them, they have to respect that speed. That time they gave him just a little bit too much room.
First down, 10 to go. Chicago goes with the ace set here.
Kick 300. Kick 300.
He looks to throw on first down. Caught out of bounds, incomplete. He caught that one out of bounds.
Well, you could see the receiver doing all he could to keep his feet in bounds, but that pass just let him out of bounds.
Out of the gun.
Set. White 20. White 20.
Grossman hands it off straight ahead. He's going to be tackled for a loss. The defense got the job done on that one.
Really impressive play that time by this defensive line. It wasn't just one guy, but every guy up front just dominating their guy at the point of attack.
End zone. Batted away. A great play by the defense to knock the ball away.
And these defenders have been close all day. You better be careful if you're the quarterback. One of those is going to turn into an interception.
Right down the middle. He makes that one pretty easily and puts it through for 3 points. Kicks it off. Drilled at the 26-yard line. The last time they took the field, they were able to come away with 3 points. Out of the I formation. He lost yardage on the play. No yards gained. That'll bring up second down. They come out with a big set.
Go. Unity. Unity. Hi.
5. Here's the fullback. And they get him at the 31. Gain of a handful, and that makes it third down. 3rd and 5 situation. Ball on their own 31. Leinart lines up under center. 2 tight ends this time. Two minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. It's 3rd and 5.
Go,
James left side. And they're not going to get it. Great stop. 3 yards on the run.
Great job by the defense. They come up with a key stop. They'll have to punt the football away, and now you have a chance to win it here at the end.
He punts it. This one's going to go out of bounds at the 44-yard line.
Well, this is a really good position to be in. They have the ball on offense, enough time to get into position for a game-winning kick. I like this situation.
It's tipped away. The defender got there in time to break that play up.
He did. He was able to get his hands on the ball, but if he had missed that one might have turned into a really big play.
Grossman with 4 wide receivers.
Right 20. Right 20.
He drops back to pass with the hard throw out to his left. He steps out at the 44-yard line. They pick up solid yardage there.
And I love to watch this wide receiver work. He is so patient with his routes. He gets down low into his cuts, and he really understands what the defense is trying to do to take him away, and he is working them over.
He's there for the catch. Tackled at the 32-yard line.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
And so the defense gives up some yards after the flag.
And I know this is a game of emotion, and if you're not emotional on the football field, you're going to get beat anyway, but you can't let your emotions get away from you.
Right 20. Right 20.
He's running out of time with the catch. He's finally pushed out of bounds. It's going to be first and goal. Nice pass play.
It really was in the 80s that we first started seeing offenses throwing the ball to the fullback. You know, for so many years, those guys were just big blockers.
Right 20. Right 20.
Feeds it to the back. He's hammered in the backfield. The defense seemed to do everything right there.
And you love to see those linebackers playing downhill like that, not just flowing sideline to sideline, but attacking and trying to get in the backfield.
That run picked up a yard, maybe less. That'll bring up third down.
Right 20. Right 20.
They give it to the tailback. Stiff arms, and he's brought down. Got a couple, but will still be short of the marker.
Great play by the defense. You always hear coaches talking about whoever gets lower. Get your pad level lower than the offensive lineman. That time this defensive line did exactly that.
He kicks it off. Arrington fields it at the 3. At the 30. He's hammered at the 33. A field goal will do it. This is setting up one of the best finishes we've seen all year.
Yeah, this is really what football's all about. You've got a tight game, the field goal kicker warming up on the sideline. I agree, this should be a great finish.
Drops back. The defense has him surrounded. And he should have had that one. Second down now following the incomplete pass from their own 33-yard line. The Bears line up with a nickelback.
Down.
He drops back to pass. Comes down with it. That pass put him over 300 yards for the game.
And what's really impressed me has been his accuracy. He's been squeezing the ball into some tight situations all game. His accuracy has just been tremendous.
Third and short, and they'll throw for it. There for the reception. He's brought down right around the 42-yard line. 2-yard gain. From the gun. The Cardinals changing their play at the line. Drops back to pass. Dumps it out right. There for the catch. And he's out at the 49-yard line. A good play to the tight end that time.
And tight ends are so big that as coverage people, it's tough to figure out how to defend them. If you're on their left side, they throw it to their right side. If you're behind them, they throw it in front. Tight ends are tough to cover.
He threw off his back foot. It's incomplete. The receiver was out of bounds when he made the catch.
Not a perfectly timed throw that time. Held on to it just a little too long and led the receiver out of bounds.
Listen to it. Listen to it. Go.
Back to pass. Throws the bullet across the middle. He's dropped at the 35. He made the right read on that pass.
Nice play that time by the quarterback. You know, we talk about progressions and going from one receiver to the next, but this quarterback is doing a great job in the pre-snap read, knowing who the first guy will be and getting him the football.
This will be it. If he misses, they'll wonder about what could have been. If he makes it, he'll be a hero for years to come. The kick is up. And it splits the uprights. And now we'll take a quick look at the drive summary. And here's the kick. From his own goal line. He's hammered at the 30. And this one's over. Our final score is the Cardinals 26, the Bears 24.